Fala aí pessoal, beleza? Estamos aqui com mais um vídeo pra vocês. Boca cheia. Bom, vamos lá então. Vamos seguir isso aqui.
A bold choice, on the face of it, unless you're looking for something a little more tantalizing than a meat.
He raises an eyebrow and gives you a sly look.
Isso aqui é uma trap e a gente pode tomar vantagem dela. Tá, essa quest aqui eu lembro dela. Vamos ver.
Purses his lips. His fingers drum a pattern on his elbow as he assesses you.
Aí fudeu, né? Deixa eu ver aqui. Eu não sei se isso aqui vai dar certo. Vamos ver o que tem aqui. Persuasão de memória. Inteligência. Destreza. Eu não tenho nenhuma dessas aqui, velho. Tem aqui de inteligência, vamos lá.
A lascivious smile spreads across his face. His tongue darts from his mouth to lick the spittle from his lip.
Let me ask you this. Across the world, who is renowned above all others for their exquisite love-making abilities? Exactly. And of your kin, there is one whom I believe to be talented above all of your kind. And for an appropriately sizable sum, I can make the necessary introductions.
He holds out his hand. The money vanishes into his apron.
Now, let me ask you this. What flavor? Upstairs on the second floor. Her name is Zara. Pleasure is her business. Enjoy the experience.
He gives you a mischievous grin, then dips his head in salute and turns away.
Beleza, aqui é um trap. Deixa eu ver se tem alguma coisa pra falar com alguém mais. Ok, tem uma pessoa bêbada aqui que eu acho que eu vou ver isso aqui depois. Tem ali um negócio pra gente descer, tem que subir, né?
An elf sways on her chair, her eyes focused on the counter in front of her, where she has 6 glasses in a row. With the nails of 2 fingers, she's pressing red. She slides one of the drinks towards you, her head bobbling heavily on her neck.
And that's
Viu, hein? Negócio doido. Bugou o negócio. Opa. Agora vai.
drink or shut up. Nothing like a glass of the good stuff to smudge everything into a...
She slides another glass of ale toward you. Its contents sparkle in the dim barlight.
Bottoms up. Can you just not? Cheers to you, me.
Her gaze swivels around the room.
Damien's dull knife. This place is horrible. Never mind. Cheers to you, me. Another. Give me one good reason.
She stares you dead in the eye and quickly tosses back another glass of ale.
Oh, reckon that.
Caiu. Vou de ressaca. Vamos ver aqui agora. Será que é um? Deixa eu ver aqui. Ih, tem muito. Olha, rapaz. Aquele cara ali que a gente vai ter que tirar ele. Não, aqui separar esse aqui, né? Uma atenção desse maluco aqui. Vamos botar aqui. Aí aqui agora. Vamos salvar e tentar roubar isso aqui, né?
Pegar a grana. É o que mais interessa. Tem uma chave.
Dinheiro. Aqui tem a chave. O resto aqui, vamos pegar esse guisado. O resto aqui é desnecessário. Aqui não pegamos. Bora juntar a galera. Aqui, isso. As fotos lá, cartão.
Blessings upon our Lucian, 7 times divine.
Her eyes soften and crinkle as she smiles.
I see your mother raised you very well indeed. Rare for a lizard, but all the more impressive. You and my Niles might even get along. What brings you to Driftwood, darling? You've still some way to go yet then. What can I get you in the meantime? You ought to enjoy a little rest while you can. Don't you worry, the Magister will keep you safe while you're here. My boy Niles over in the Joy makes sure of that. And where did you hear that? That disgraced elf who's been loitering outside my establishment since he was rightfully removed from his position. If I were you, I wouldn't pay any heed to the ramblings of that fool. We've only got amber ale, I'm afraid. Can't spare the potatoes for hard alcohol. If you'd like something that'll stick to your ribs, coming right up, darling.
Bom, agora vai notar que perdeu os itens, dinheiro. Demorou, tá demorando até. Ah.
Hey up, if it ain't the beast man. Can't believe you found Driftwood. How do you smell the ale over all that rotten fish? Get it?
The unfamiliar dwarf scratches his head nervously.
Hey, shh, keep it low. I don't need magisters crawling up my backside after I just emptied it out.
I'll be quiet as a mouse. You bet. Squeak, squeak, squeak.
Acho que foi, né? Deixa eu ver se tem alguma coisa aqui. Tudo aqui pode ter de alguém. Bom, eu vou. A gente já fez o furto ali bem sucedido. Vamos tentar, vamos ver o que será que tem aqui, ó. Vamos fechar essa porta aqui. E vamos tentar. Vamos ver se essa aqui também, cadê ela?
The cook acknowledges you with a small bow, and oddly
Salvar, claro. A gente tem algumas bombas aqui.
Cooking nuts. Wait, there's something wrong with this.
Só faltando que você ia conseguir saber isso, né? Tem mais coisa aqui, ó. Ok.
I
Não.
must insist you keep out of my kitchens. It's not safe for you to wander about like this.
Vai dar merda isso aqui, hein?
Sharp knives, boiling liquids, short tempers. Don't underestimate the dangers here. Now, please, I must insist. Cinnamon, not nutmeg. There's a food shortage in these parts. Fresh meat can be hard to come by. Now, please, I must return to my work.
Então, por aqui não sei se vai dar. Pra quem que é o cara que tá falando, né? Vamos pra cá? É, vai ficar bom, daqui a ela.
Aqui eu posso esfregar na cara dela, né? Vamos ver aqui, ó. Vou gravar aqui. Não, vou gravar aqui não. Vou fazer um novo save.
She grabs the note and glares at you, like a rattlesnake observing its...
You should have just kept out of this.
Tem.
She gives you a defiant look.
Magisters are a blight. They deserve worse than the death I gave them. I wouldn't taint the earth with their carcasses. Better that they vanish into unsuspecting stomachs. I don't want to be lauded. If word spreads of what I've done, the Magisters will swarm all over me in an instant. I oughtn't to trust you. It's a foolish risk. But something tells me you won't betray me. Don't prove me wrong, though, or you'll regret it. Now go.
Tá. Tinha as balas querendo pegar. Isso aqui vai dar ruim. Minha mente não baixa dinheiro. Eu nem vou conseguir pagar, mano. Ok. Aqui, como eu não tô do lado dos mestres lá, pra mim isso aqui não faz diferença não. Por aqui. Bom, vamos dar uma olhada aqui o que outras pessoas têm. Deixa eu ver se dá, né? Tem que dar sempre. Tem um cara aqui já andando aqui pro lado pro outro. O que esse cara quer? Vambora, meu filho. O cara tá aqui pra nada. Sai fora, porra. Deixa eu ver aqui. Eu vou salvar. Mexer com furto aqui nesse jogo é merda. Mas tem um negócio aqui que nem vale a pena, mano. Só falar com ela.
This is a tavern. People are drinking. Eventually there'll be a fight. You planning on starting one?
Ao redor recompensado 3. É, quer sair na porrada, né?
Well, I look forward to beating the shite out of you then. Bye now. Till later.
Tá, tem uma coisa ali que eu não entendi. Temos um cara aqui diferente. Como que tá ali vendo, mano? Tem que de novo salvar aqui, mano. Esse aqui já tem algumas coisas interessantes, hein?
I'll have a bowl of the house stew, if you please. Ah, you truly are my saviour.
He inhales deeply over the stew, savouring the scent of it, then scoops up a large chunk of meat and swallows it down, seemingly without chewing. He pauses in anticipation, then frowns.
Rather disappointing, isn't it? After all I've been through.
He lowers his gaze, then looks up at you expectantly. His lip trembles dramatically.
It's my mentor. My dear mentor. He was killed by those void beasts. I told him we ought not to travel in the hills. No. Now here I sit, my closest companion gone, our precious cargo worth more than Lucian's right ring, lost to the beast-infested wilds. And on top of it all, the stew was a disappointment.
Yeah.
Ah, then perhaps my luck has changed. Yes, perhaps this awful business might soon be behind me. Tell me, how are you in, well, Void Woken? Ah, terrific news. Then what I ask will be little more than a trifling. My mentor, Liam, and I were hauling in a goodly number of fine wares from the Southlands when we crossed paths with a great brute of a war. It made short work of Liam, may the gods rest his soul. I managed to escape, but my precious cargo was left behind. We'd invested our entire livelihood in those wares. I'd do anything to get them back.
É. Dizer que.
Very, very well, that's how. That cargo is worth more than a pretty penny. Now, give me your map. I'll show you just where to look. I doubt those beasts out there have any use of such a cargo. I can't tell you how thoroughly you've made my day.
Tem umas missões aqui que é gatona, mano. Ó, vamos fazer essa missão aqui de cima. Juntar a galera aqui. Aqui tem muita coisa pra falar a verdade. A gente anda e tem coisa pra fazer. E como é que fecha a porta? Fecha a porta. Bora. Bom, vamos tentar aqui fazer aqui no maceteco, né?
A good woman in a dirty sea captain's tunic babbles breathless.
The bell rings a warning and the tide is on the turn. And I, without my compass...
Agora eu vou fazer.
Não trabalho, né? Deixa eu ver aqui. Vou aqui, ó. Cara, mas... Eita, aguenta. Furtar, claro que eu vou furtar. Pegar um dinheiro aqui. Tem mais aqui pra gente pegar. Copo de prata. Mais dinheiro aqui, mais dinheiro ali. Baú, tem um baú ali. Uma betanca. Mais coisa, tem mais uma coisa pra furtar aqui? Sabão, nada. Tá aqui, ó. Pra fazer dinheiro nesse jogo tem que botar pra furtar, mano. Senão você não faz dinheiro, não. Isso aqui não. Agora a gente vai meter o pé daqui, né? Eu furtei ela, não, hein? Agora tem que salvar aqui, peraí. Tá, você bugou.
Curiosity kills
Tem uma chave.
or gets it sent to Fort Joy.
Tem aqui, ó.
You're
Só
welcome
isso.
O resto, beleza. Daqui a gente deixa pra lá, sai pra cá. Aqui.
E vamos lá.
The ship is in the locker, on the bottom in the rocky shallows, and yet, can you hear? The bell rings on. The bell haunts me yet, and it would drive me mad. Perhaps I am already mad, but I swear I hear the bells. Please, make it stop.
She buries her head in her hands and cries.
Make it stop.
Ok.
Foi furtada, né? Fica aqui atrás. Bom, tem até um cara dormindo ali, ó. Cheio de gente aqui. Vamos voltar pra cá. Na verdade aqui tem que ser só ele, né? Ué, ela tá dizendo aí. Esse aqui, ó. Vamos brincar aqui. Mais um furto bem sucedido. Cara, isso aqui é...
What do you want, reptile? Huh. I want another beer and a bowl of stew. Which of us is more likely to get what they want, do you think? Guess that makes me a sinner. Perhaps you can help us settle an argument.
The bell still rings. Do you hear it? Do you hear it?
You've got to pick who you can trust. Thatcher here is one of my dearest friends, but she isn't the brightest.
Thatcher grins hello.
Our mate Boris got posted to Fort Joy for consorting with lizards, and Thatcher here still fancies a turn around the park with Lovrik's lizard. I say she'd be sleeping with the enemy. What?
They look at you expectantly.
Who rings the bell? The bell rings a warning and the tide is on the turn. The bell still rings. Do you hear it? Do you hear it?
Edden looks victorious. Thatcher looks unconvinced.
See? I told you.
Thatcher shrugs.
All right, move along there. You may be wiser than you look, but you're of no more use to me.
She turns back to her drink.
And I'm sure it